March is Fraud Awareness Month, and so we thought it would be a great time to discuss the rise of various fraud schemes in Canada. Virtually every day, there are more stories of romance scams, financial fraud, the compromising of personal and financial information, and even celebrity deepfakes. And as these scammers get more sophisticated, it is vital that Canadians become more aware and more vigilant when it comes to protecting themselves. Joining us now to discuss fraud awareness is Elizabeth Naumovski, Vice President of Marketing at Caldwell Securities Ltd. Elizabeth, thank you for joining us at Forum Daily.
Thank you, Julie. It's good to be here.
Let's talk about the red flags for romance scams.
Yeah, so I think it's really important to say that last year we had over $554 million of our hard-earned Canadian dollars that went to scammers. So we really need to understand a lot of the basics. Romance scams. Everyone wants to be loved. Everybody wants to find their person, and they're online, clicking on different apps, swiping left, right, whatever it is. I think what we need to do is understand that when you are engaged with a romance scammer, it is not just one person who is professing their love to you. It is about 20 different people, and they just start bombarding you with I love yous. And of course, it becomes addictive. The other thing too is a lot of times you've never met this person. There's always an excuse that they can't meet you. They live close to you, but they're working in some other place somewhere in the world. And all of a sudden there's an emergency. If I can talk to you about one romance scam, it was Linda Young who was scammed $150,000. And her boyfriend, her romance scammer, was building a house in Cuba for them. And he kept saying to her, I'm building, this is your castle, you're my queen. But I need iPads and iPhones to bribe the workers with. So when you start, when they start asking you for gift cards and iPhones and iPads, those are huge red flags. Not meeting the person, huge red flags. They are alienating you. If you and I, Julie, were really good friends and I was in a romance scam and he would say to me, no, don't go out with Julie because, she likes to go out with her girlfriends. You and I are a couple. You and I are a team. They start alienating you. Like, these are all huge red flags.
Wow. It's overwhelming when you start to think about it. Well, let's move on and say, what is the best way to protect your financial information?
Keep your mouth shut. Do not give anybody your passwords, your financial information. Keep all of the stuff to yourself. Remember when we were growing up, our parents would say, do not talk to strangers. Don't talk to strangers. There are a lot of seniors that are sitting at home alone. And when somebody calls, it could be a scammer, the seniors want that engagement because they're feeling lonely. And when they start feeling lonely, they start building up a trust relationship with the scammer. Keep all your private information private. Just as we weren't allowed to speak to strangers as children, do not talk to strangers as adults as well. Protect our seniors.
Now, Elizabeth, you work in the investment industry. What are the signs of investment fraud?
So there's quite a few of them, right? I mean, when you are investing, make sure that you are investing with a regulated company, somebody that is regulated with CIRO or the Ontario Securities Commission, the OSC. Make sure that unsolicited investment opportunities, even from family, you don't pursue those. Higher than normal returns. We all know that once the risk is super high, then maybe the returns will be super high as well. But if they promise you low risk and super high returns, that's a red flag. Fake cryptocurrency websites. There's a lot of fake investment websites as well. Go to the regulator and look them up. Requests for cryptocurrency payments. Investment companies will not use your credit card so that you can make an investment. You need to have your savings in order to do that. So those are a few of the red flags. Also, if you're downloading apps, make sure that they are with a regulator, because you can just download any app thinking that it's an investment app, and then they start charging you fees on a monthly basis. So you really have to look out for yourself.
Wow. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for joining us today on Forum Daily.
You're welcome. Take care.
Take care.